Kayo mo yun. Good afternoon. Kamusta? Alam po, di Sangguniang Panlungsod regular session. Week rise for education to the led by the Philippine National Congress. Father, we praise you, we glorify you, we adore you. Lord Jesus, you restore our love, our strength, our service. We earnestly pray, Lord, as we are doing this regular session today, may we focus ourselves on one another and serve as our performance of our duties and responsibilities as mandated by the people, enhance our sense of integrity, honesty, dedication, and selflessness. Harness our qualities and confidence as each one of us lead in the humility and great qualities. Always we ask for the attainment of our city's development and to sustain our services and excellence. God's glory, amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Secretary,
the Presiding Officer, Vice Mayor si Anton Perez.
Present.
The Presiding Officer pro tempore, Councilor Apolonio. Minority Floor Leader, Councilor Cirilo Tirado. The Minority Floor Leader, Councilor Caroline D. Season. Michelle Estigondera. Councilor Joselito Oponta. Councilor Berna S. De Rabago. Councilor Pobet Inanoy. Councilor Dalia M. De Leon. Councilor Alfred Perez E. De Castro. The ex-officio members of the Sangguniang Panlungsod. And Panlungsod ng Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan. 10 members of this august body responded to the call, sir.
10 members respond to the call and now certify that we have called sa official business. Approval of the agenda. Majority Floor Leader.
Chairman, remove the agenda.
Is there any unassigned business, Madam Secretary?
Which is the letter from testing this august body regarding the concerns on the who will use the this land as bond terminal. What's it?
Any other from the body? Of Councilor Adok, Majority Floor Leader, any second? Seconded by Councilor Rapov and Councilor Secundera for the approval of the said agenda. Any objections?
Hearing none, the said agenda is approved. Next item.
Adoption of the journals and minutes of the regular session held on the January 14, 2020.
Councilor Secretary, please.
Mr. Presiding Officer, of the journal and minutes of the SP regular session held on January 14, 2020 and January 21, 2020.
Any second? It has been moved by Councilor Secretary for Bakay, Councilor Season, and Councilor Adopt for the adoption of the journals and minutes. Any objections? Amendment, discussions, hearing none. The said journals and minutes are hereby adopted. Privilege hour. Any privilege speeches? Hearing none. Madam Secretary, proceed to proposed ordinances for first reading.
I proceed with reference to business and the proposed ordinance for first reading is the proposed ordinance amending City Ordinance Number 2005-22, otherwise known as an ordinance adopting a comprehensive transportation and traffic regulations for the administration and enforcement, providing penalties for violation thereof and for the ordinances in conflict therewith and providing for other purpose.
Traffic, yung parking lot. So, we were informed that we will be having another validation po from the DALG and other agencies doon po sa road clearing. So, may mga issues pa po regarding saan yung bagong parking, saan yung pwedeng kailangan tanggalin structures, yung move yung public. Ng Sangguniang, kailangan po natin i-amend yung ordinansa, i-increase yung ibang rates, identify yung parking lots, at saka ano ba talaga yung public ng laharan ng tao. So, may I propose that we conduct a committee hearing regarding this item.
Mr. Chair, schedule the committee hearing February 5 in
Pwede ka sa 6 na lang, para makapunta rin ako. 6 na lang.
February 6.
So, yung barangay, yung bagay, the chairperson would set up a hearing on February 6. What time po? 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock in the morning. Kindly invite hindi mo na. Yung sa ano mo na siguro, sa executive mo na. Yung dati, yung market, poso, LO, zoning, DNP. Then sa secretariat po, pwedeng i-consolidate na lahat ng suggestions ng mga dating hearing. Kasi marami tayo naging hearing dati, pero hindi natin action lahat. So pwedeng pa-consolidate lang muna. So with that, the committee hearing is set on February 6, 10 o'clock in the morning. Next item.
We proceed to the resolution. The first item is the proposed resolution approving the 1,000 pesos in fees of the monthly reimbursements of telephone mobile expenses, department heads, and assistant department 2020 to be Sangguniang Panlungsod members and department heads 4,000 pesos from 3,000 pesos and assistant department heads 3,000. And the second item is the proposed resolution authorizing City Mayor R. Brian C. Celeste to execute a deed of for the donation of 500 square meters Barangay Palanis, Alamino City, Pangasinan. The next item is the proposed resolution approving in total the executive and legislative agenda calendar year 2020 to 2022 of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan, as favorably endorsed by the City Development Council through Resolution Number 1, Series of 2020. And the last item under this is resolution an order on public safety plan for calendar year 2020 to 2022 of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan.
Do we have guests, Madam Secretary? Any motion? Councilor Relo.
Mr. Chairman, we have guests, but we do, we need to discuss the number one. I suggest we limit it to the business. Need this item, only item number 2.
Okay.
For item number 3 and number 4, I suggest that we limit it to business.
Councilor Relo moves for the inclusion of the said item in the business of the day for deliberation. Any second? Seconded by Councilor Raul Bacay, Councilor De Leon, Segundera, and Apple Bacay. Any objection? Hearing none, item number 1 regarding the increase of monthly reimbursements of telephone mobile expenses be included in our business of the day for deliberation. With regard to item number 2, shall we suspend? May guest ba tayo? Any motion?
I would rather send this, Mr. Chairman, but we
Hearing?
committee hearing. Donation ito.
Sino ba ang natin? Land use? Land use, no?
Yes. Please, we do this for committee hearing.
Item number 2, resolution authorizing Mayor at Brian Celeste to execute the development and record for the donation of square meters parcel of land located at Barangay Perez, Alaminos City. In the absence of the due respect to our chairman on the land use, the majority floor leader would like to transport.
9.
At 9 o'clock in the morning here in the Senate. So, yung second na ba tayo? So ordered. And then we proceed to item number 3, approving in total the executive 2020 to 2022 Pangasinan as Development Council through resolution number 1 series of 2020. Ito po yung kita niyo na ba? Ay, hindi pa. Ito. May naman lang. Ito. Kaya pinagawa ko. Last week. Nag-guess tayo. Before session, next week. Okay kayo? Gusto niyo ba bang i-explain sa inyo? Para mag-present siya?
Right.
Tapos na ba ito?
We were part of the group which craft known yun.
Sa proposal from us and then nag-integrate sila. Lang natin, this is the, wala rin kasi si Engineer Ed. He was asked to be excused. So siguro, let's just defer it na lang to our next regular session. So I will also read also kung yung na-input natin ay nalagay dito sa agenda. So this Ella would so ordered. Any objection? With hearing none, the executive legislative agenda would be further reviewed and we will set an en-banc committee hearing on February 8th in the afternoon. Kindly inform the department head in charge to be present in our en-banc meeting. Next item, resolution approving adopting the peace and order plan by 2020 to 2022. The city of Perez po sila. So, actually ako nag-present dito sa CPC. So I think we have a guest.
Our speaker for the item, item number 4 under
It has been moved by Councilor Dot, seconded by Councilor Bowling and Councilor Ranoy. With our guest for item number 4. Madam Secretary?
Our guest for this item is Ron Moricel and Cruz, City Government Assistant Department Head 1 from the CPPO.
Magandang hapon, Madam.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the City Peace and Order Council, these are the proposed programs and projects to be funded under PAC. Under item number 1, we have two the PAP's plan. One, yung area is to address po natin yung peace and order po. And the second area naman po is yung public safety. So, under area number 1, peace and order, andyan po yung strengthen po ng functionality ng ating skills and upgrading program for peace and order, augmentation po dyan yung provision po ng support for the inmates, with allowances, PNP, dental services for vehicles, rescue, surveillance, and monitoring in barangays. Kasama din po dyan yung provision ng security attendance or other anti-illegal drug related activities, augmentation of service CB. So kasama po dyan yung conduct ng barangay visitation, implement ng taphang or tapikin mo program, installation ng police card, nakikita po natin yan sa mga strategic place po, conduct of anti-illegal drug operations or yung offline taphang, meron pa rin po, establishment of special, so, one of the proposals education center to 1.2. Another strategy po is yung strengthening the criminal justice members. So, ang proposed activity po dito is magkanta po ng IEC, ng training workshop of mga pangbarangay po natin. Ang total program po natin is 10 million po for peace and order area. Under we have road and vehicle safety and emergency crisis management. Under road and vehicle safety po, ng disiplina sa kalsada. So, i-modify po natin yung mga traffic schemes, repaint po natin yung mga strategy rin under road and vehicle safety is to improve traffic management. So, at papatendan po natin sila ng trainings or to improve yung transport system applicable in the city. Another po is yung strengthening the disaster management on fire. So, magkakanda po tayo ng basic, magkakanda po tayo ng collapse structure search and rescue training. So, under area 2 ng public safety, we have a proposed amount of 2 million po. So, pag pinag-add po natin yung dalawang area and order, in public safety, we have a total 2020. For the information of everybody po, ito po, yung program na po na ito ay naka-incorporate na sa annual budget po natin for 2020. But, yung po natin, we are required to craft 3 years. So, andyan po yung ating grade kailan ikahanda. So, yun po.
To the body. So basically ito yung mapondo sa ating annual budget na 10 million for peace and order plan. So bago magastos ng LGU ito, dapat may plan sila kung paano nila. So kung okay na tayo dito, any questions?
Yeah, I got one question. We have previous plan that, di ba? Meron tayo. Ilang taon dito? 3 years pa na.
Ako. Kasi po, sir, ang requirement po kasi ng DILG, depende po sa kung magbabago rin po tayo ng plan. Actually, sa DILG, as requirement po last year pa dapat nagawa.
So how does the previous plan? Ito plan na ito.
May mga inadapt po tayo doon. Kumbaga, sir, parang napalitan na siya, nag-incorporate tayo ng mga bago. Duration is 2020 to 2022.
Any salient points na malaki yung budget naman dati? Siguro yung 1.2 million.
Yung structure po. Yung education center.
The previous plan, 50K. How much?
Gusto niyo pong kunin po namin yung report, we will report that on the next meeting.
Okay lang. Tsaka sana, kung gumagawa tayo ng mga plano ganyan, after yung period ng plan,
May assessment.
i-assess natin dun sa acto na nangyari. Sana ganito rin dito. After 3 years, nakapala na ka yearly, di ba?
Yes,
After
sir.
1 year, so we expect that report next year.
Sir, doon po sa Peace and Order and Public Safety Plan, meron pong baseline po na pwede nating ma-check. 2019, may 11 cases. So, ito po yung magiging baseline po natin. Depende po dun sa actual ng POPs na po natin.
So, what I'm suggesting is i-clear sana.
Yes, sir.
Bago tayo magkaroon ng evaluation. Malaman natin na yung plan na yan, effective. At least yung next plan natin, kapag gawin na natin, yun na natin mga tatlo. Okay? Yun lang.
Opo.
Any other questions?
No, that's sir.
Any other questions? We will now lift the Okay. Any motion? Councilor Venerable, Chairperson, peace and order. Okay, it has been moved by Councilor Venerable that we include the said, seconded by Councilor Apabakay and Councilor Secretary for the inclusion of the said item in our business of the day for deliberation. The recommendation of Council to assess and to qualify if the plans our targets are being reached, as to we can adjust for future plans that we will be doing. Madam Chair.
May proceed to communication received. The review of barangay and S of 33 guys.
SK?
Councilor Silvio, Chairman of Finance.
We have two items for the review of the barangay budgets for SK and 3 supplemental budgets from barangay and SK budgets for the thir- thir- 39K budget for 2020.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'm scheduling a committee hearing for the review of the items on January 21 at 8:30.
Lahat na.
Meron pa? Wala.
Ano?
Review barangay ordinances yung 31 sunod. Hindi ko na isulat dyan, pero meron na po tayo.
Sa February ko na lang. February 7.
Schedule a committee hearing regarding the said items on February 7, 8:30 in the morning. So, lahat na po ito.
Opo.
Marami na po ito. So, okay, so ordered. Next item.
I proceed to the unassigned business, which is the letter of the 100 Islands Adventure Transport Corporation.
Ano ba?
Di ba sulat?
Sulat lang naman, di ba? Hearing na lang natin. Councilor Raul Bakay.
Mr. Chair, I schedule a committee hearing February 6.
Councilor Raul.
Before we schedule the hearing, on first look, I think this issue it involves the bidder right of two parties. And as far as I am concerned, I don't think the Sangguniang the court shall decide this one.
May I suggest that if you want, pwede natin silang kausapin, meeting lang. Pero, So siguro, ano na tayo? Kausapin na natin sila dito. Ano lang. Off the record, ano lang, off the record na lang. Let's just, so with regard to this said item, the committee chair on transportation and some of the Sangguniang members will just schedule a tawag natin doon, yung preliminary conference or a dialogue between them. Siguro not here in your office or my office. So, okay. Any objection to that? Hearing none? Okay, next item.
Under the committee report, we have the appropriation committee report from the hearing item regarding the annual and supplemental budgets of 47, regarding the annual and supplemental budgets of barangay.
Before we proceed, Ma'am Secretary, I think we still have guests here. Pwede kunahin na natin yung item na involving our guests.
So, yes, nandito. It's item number 7 of the committee report. So, this is the joint committee report from the hearing held on January 22nd. Request for a resolution allowing the High-Bright Alameda City LGBTQIA positive community to paint the lane of the street as a marker showing that we recognize and accept the LGBTQIA positive community here in our city.
Councilor Carolyn Lizzo Seasons recommends.
Mr. Chair, we have a guest from the LGBTQIA group. We are moved for this discussion.
Wait, may committee report ba?
Actually, wala kami nakapag- So, mag-move din ako
Okay.
sa Thursday.
Okay. Okay, since our guest is here, I would like to give him some time to speak. If there are no objections, with our guest to give a brief background regarding this resolution. And second by Councilor Apple. Secretary.
Our guest for this item is Mr. Efren Orozco, the founder advisor of the LGBTQIA.
Hi sir, magandang hapon po.
Magandang hapon po, sir. Good afternoon to everyone. Acceptance, equality, and respect regardless of gender preferences. We have been already accredited from the SEC, as I showed. We have been also accredited by the BI, and we have been also certificate from from the SEC. Requirements by the NGO, legal in action and Philippines. That's another proposal before it was
Okay.
sent by Jerome,
Okay.
but it was cancelled, and
Okay.
according to Kagawad, we have to invite the PWH, so in order to have a committee hearing for it.
But you would also like to apply?
Yeah,
as
why not?
accreditation?
So it's all
Council-
at the same time.
Yes, sir. Councilor Seasons, recommend painting of the streets para kung malaman kung if it's possible or not. So ordered. At the same time, our proposal will also to request the Honorable Lanoy to join the hearing para mapa-accredit sila ng kanilang group. May I request, sir, that may you pass for the requirements to our SP Secretariat ahead of time para bago po yung Jan 30, makita na po kung may kulang pa po. So, okay. So it is moved by Councilor Lanoy. Okay. Next item. So thank you very much, sir.
The ninth item is the Appropriation Committee report from the hearing of the regarding the annual and supplemental 47 annual and supplemental bodies of barangays.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, the committee hearing was conducted on January 10 with the President of my colleagues, Councilor Bakay, Councilor Perez, Councilor Puling, VP Raul Bakay, also present the representatives of the Budget Office and the different concerns for barangays along with their respective chairmen of Committee on Appropriations and Treasuries. The annual and supplemental budgets of the concerned barangays were discussed before the committee with their projects and their priority concern. Based on the hearing conducted on the certification from the Local Finance Committee and compliance with laws, this committee has concluded that the subject barangay never findings. The committee hereby moves for the adoption of this committee report and the devotion of the subject matter in the business of the day for the adoption of the proposed declaration, proposed resolution declaring valid operational the budgets of the barangays mentioned.
Just been moved by Councilor Senilo Doc and second by Councilor Rabago, Councilor Segundera, and Councilor Apple-Bakay. For the adoption of the committee report and the said item be included in our business. Hearing none, the said committee report will be adopted and the said item be included in our business of the day for deliberation. Next item.
Joint Committee report for the hearing held on January 10 regarding the legislative increase being imposed on passenger motorboats flying the lookup to 100 islands route.
Councilor LBP Raul-Bakay,
The legislative inquiry on the fees and taxes being imposed on passenger motorboat flight to the lookout to the island road. Conclusion, I third round of committee hearing for the same purpose was conducted on January 8 reviewed during the hearing, which should be embodied either in MUA or a resolution. The privilege of the special area would allow both operation regardless of weather disturbance for as long as the sea condition in calm. Marina-related payment. The city administrator likewise informed this body that the city government is pending inquiry addresses to the regional and central office of Marina, which to date remains unattended, and sought the assistance of Marina personnel who attended the hearing to make follow-up regarding the city request. Key point of the inquiry centered on the extension of payment of fees until April 2020, since no final fees has been provided yet. The city requested both Marina and PCG to provide motorboat owner-operator a grace period within which to comply with the requirements until April 2020. To consider or tap the existing 100 Island National Park Emergency Fund to utilize the DU of insurance required by Marina. Since this fund cover motorboats at such shame would relieve motorboat operator of the burden of being closed out of their hard-earned income. The city administrator likewise appealed to cancel the surplus order issued to 113 motorboat operator owner containing a cease and desist order, and instead allow them to continue their livelihood activities until the grace period or until an answer to city inquiry is served. The conclusion, in view of the above, is that finding the committee hereby moves for the adoption of its committee report, that a resolution be adopted incorporating salient matter contained in this committee report.
Ano yung i-adapt natin yung resolution? I-adapt yung government.
Yung pag-declare ng special
just living to yung fees and taxes.
yung value warning
Okay.
para magiging localization structure yung paano yung
Nag-pass na tayo.
iba yung
Sa Coast Guard. Wala pa. Diba? So anyway, so adoption of this committee report that the resolution be adopted incorporate the Senate matters contained in this committee report. Ano yung gini-resolution natin?
parang i-acknowledge natin yung 100 Islands Special Area.
Saan galing yun?
Meron silang provision dun sa batas ng DCD para sa ganun magiging localization yung pag-repair ng galley warning. Para maging special.
So, this is you are proposing a supplement resolution to sa pinasa natin 2 weeks ago. Ano ulit? Recommending, tama ba? The chair rules for that committee. Paano? Parang
I was asking if you have already passed the resolution.
Dati, oh.
Yung recommending.
you're recommending to the PCG to consider Hunt Islands, yun nga, yung
Special.
hindi, hindi so special eh, parang to base our gale warning to in actual
condition.
Mayroon silang ibinigay sa atin na exception CD sa exception. Pero i-declare sa natin daw na special area yung para magiging localization yung
tayo ba mo o sila?
parang
Ito may guidelines on movement of vessels engaged in short distance voyages within the designated special areas.
Ang kanyata, we we recommend to them that they will
Hundred Islands
categorize
is a
na
special
lang
area.
special area
Mm.
na tayo ang mag-justify na 100 Islands ay short trip, ano,
Short ka ako nandun.
So, resolution requesting, tama? Or recommending
recommending to Coast Guard that alam
to declare.
they declared as
So, working title, resolution requesting the Philippine Coast Guard to declare the Hundred Islands National Park as a special area. Tama ba? Ito.
Parang ay lahat pag mag-create
Hindi, pwede tayo kasi
recommendation.
hindi nga, kasi pag nag-recommend tayo, kinategorize nyo lang
special.
sa special area, pwede nang i-localize. Yun yung mga effect niya eh. Pwede nang i-localize yung warning na based on actual conditions na
Based on the actual condition.
una, dapat categorize muna as a special area.
So, kunin natin yung detalye o ano? Draft na lang muna tayo. Sige. So, Councilor Raul Bakay moves for the adoption of the committee report and said proposed resolution be calendared for second reading in our next regular session for us to work on the title and the contents of the draft. Next item. Second reading sa draft. So next item, ordinance.
Our next item is the Joint Committee Report. Joint Committee Report from the hearing on January 15 regarding the proposed ordinance strengthening the Barangay Council for the protection of children of all barangays in the city of Alaminos, Pangasinan by providing incentives to the institutionalization of the most child-friendly barangay award.
Yes, Mr. Chair. The committee hearing was conducted last January 15, 2020. Present were Councilor Cirilo Redok and Apolonio Bakay. Also present were representatives from the DSWD, Budget, and DILG offices as well as different barangay council members of the city. The proposed measure is aimed at encouraging all barangays of the city to focus on the effectiveness and innovativeness of their respective programs on the protection and promotion of children's rights and welfare through a search dubbed as Most Child-Friendly Barangay Award. Most Child-Friendly Barangay Award. The criteria for the search are enumerated in Section 5 of the proposed measure, and incentives will be awarded to barangays which obtain the following rankings. Kindly delete the word cash kasi ano lang po siya, worth of projects. So first place, 300,000 worth of projects. Second place, 250,000. Third place, 200,000. Fourth place, 150,000. Fifth place, 100,000. Sixth to 10th place, 50,000. As with the funds to realize the aforesaid undertaking, the budget officer has informed this committee that sufficient amount is available to the city for this purpose. Finally, this committee recommends that the proposed measure be scheduled for a public hearing on February 19, 2020 at 9:30 a.m. sa PED po. Kindly invite the CSWD, DILG, Punong Barangays, and their committee chairman on family and social welfare. That's the budget.
February kailan po?
19,
19, oras po.
9:30 a.m.
9:30 a.m. EEB. Councilor Season, Chairperson on Family and Social Welfare. I would like to schedule a committee hearing on February 19, 9:30 a.m. Las Enrique Braganza. Public hearing. May also, please also write a letter to the CSOs that would like to participate. And siguro, make it clear doon sa public hearing kung ano yung source of fund, saan yung source of fund. At saka, may I suggest that we work on the title na yung ordinary baka mas iuna na natin yung an ordinance institutionalizing the most child-friendly barangay awards. Para malinaw kung ano agad yung kina-contain yung ordinance. So, but it's still up to you, Councilor. So, okay, committee, the public hearing set on Feb 19, 9:30 a.m. Pasig Liga Bacansa. Next item.
Joint Committee report from the hearing held January 15 regarding the proposed ordinance institutionalizing a comprehensive program for children with special needs, granting financial assistance and providing funds therefore.
Councilor
Yes,
Season.
Mr. Chair. The committee hearing was conducted on January 15, 2020, present were Councilor Cirilo Radok and Colonel Bakay. Also present were representatives from the DSWC and budget officers. Apart from minor typographical errors on the draft copy, the following items were likewise moved for rectification, which shall read as Section 8, Assistance to Children with Special Needs. The city shall provide assistance depending on the needs of the client. Proper recording and control shall be done by the CSWPO. Under Section 9, City Council for the Protection of Children with Special Needs. There is hereby established the City Council for the Protection of Children with Special Needs, which shall be composed of the following. Chairman, the SP Committee on Social Service and Civic Action, the Vice Chairman, SP Committee on Finance and Apro, City Social Welfare Development Officer, City Health Officer, and President or representative of persons with disabilities in the City of Alaminos. Under Section 11, source of fund or appropriation, the additional amount of 200,000 pesos shall be sourced out for the general fund. So in view of the above, its committee report, this committee recommends to conduct a public hearing on Feb 20 at PAP, 10:30 a.m.
Pero wala mo na.
Resume na ba? Resume na.
Kanina, nag-auto. Nag-auto. Nabigyan na siya.
Okay, pati 9:30 wala kayo?
Tuwing na ito, pwede. Sige, pwede.
Okay lang po palitan yung isa yun. So sa Feb 24 na lang po, 10:30 a.m. Kasi
So,
isa pong ordinance.
Kaya na, Feb.
24, 2020.
Pareho. So, Councilor Sison would like to schedule another public hearing regarding the said ordinance on February 24, 10:30 in the morning. Please invite the same
Yes, same CSWP.
people involved. Okay. With regard to the previous public hearing regarding the child-friendly barangay award, barangay child-friendly award, the Councilor Season would like to amend her proposal from February 19 to February 24 as well, 9:30 a.m. Pasig Liga Bacansa. Any objection? Hearing none. Next item.
Joint Committee report from the hearing held on January 22nd regarding the proposed resolution approving the partial list of specific projects funded out of the 20% development fund amounting to 8 million pesos of the City of Alaminos for calendar year 2020.
Yes, Chair, I will be ready to the report of the committee of Council Aguilera. Committee hearing pertaining to subject matter was conducted on January 2020. Councilors Pauline, Radok was present, including Councilor Ranoy. Representatives from the Office of Budget, Economics and Engineering would like to present. After a thorough deliberation and discussion with the concerned officers, The committee concluded that the aforementioned projects are aligned to the city's development trust, hence the approval of this measure. In view of the above state findings, the committee hereby moves for reduction of its committee report, and the same committee recommends its renovation to the business of the day for approval.
Okay, Councilor Radok moves for adoption of the committee report and moves to say item be included in our business today for deliberation. Any objection? Committee report is hereby adopted. The said item be included in our business today. Next item.
Joint Committee report from the hearing held on January 22nd regarding the proposed resolution favorably endorsing the establishment and operation of a broiler production facility with a capacity of up to 95,000 heads in partnership with San Miguel Foods Incorporated at Barangay Dulacan, DCT, particularly at cadastral lot number 4821 Park, survey number 4821E, covered by original certificate of title number 1588, declared under tax declaration number 2018-13-00288, with property identification number 200-03-007-0033.
So, in the absence of the hearing ba sila?
Actually, sir, na may letter po ang proponent withdrawing his request. Kasi may problema po daw po sa site. So, hindi na po siya, withdraw na po niya.
Are they operating?
No, sir. Hindi pa po nag-start ang construction actually.
So, shall we delete this in our calendar?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, in view of the information that the proponent has already submitted, I move that the item be deleted from our calendar.
It's been moved by Councilor Adok, seconded by Councilor Pauling, Councilor Sison, Councilor Secretera, Rabago, Ranoy, and Councilor Apurbahay, that the said item be deleted from our agenda. In objection, hearing none, the item number 6 is deleted from our agenda. Next item.
Joint Committee report from the hearing held on January 22nd regarding the proposed resolution authorizing City Mayor Art Brian C. Celeste to enter into memorandum of agreement by and between the local government unit, Alaminos City, and the Pangarangay Sikatuna Village, headed by Punong Barangay Anabella I. Curacho, for the donation of equipment and other consumable materials to be used in rod making project.
Councilor Fabiolinay.
Committee hearing was conducted on January 22, 2020 with me were Councilors Cirilo Radok and Councilor Pauling. The local persons from the DSWD on the said project were also present during the said hearing. This committee were informed that the city of Alaminos is donor of 7 sewing machines, units along with other rag-related making garments. From the above benevolent donor, the DSWD representative affirmed that some units were defective due to its wear and tear. However, the former assured that these items can be repaired. Meanwhile, the committee instructed the DSWD representative to revise the content of the MUA based on the actual items received from the donor and attach therewith the expenses incurred for the repair of the said units. In view of the above stated findings, the committee hereby moves for the adoption of its committee report, and the same committee recommends that the subject matter be limited to the business of the day for approval.
Malapit mo ba? Program.
May hirap siya lang kumuha.
Yung
Pero
include.
kabibigay na.
Pero na-include na yung mga ano? Hindi pa.
Na-include na po.
Yung mga bago. Kasi nakalagay attached with the expenses incurred for the repair service. Revise the content of the MOA. Na-revise na ba? Councilor Providennoy moves for the adoption of said item be included in our business of the day for deliberation. Any objection? Hearing none, the committee report is hereby adopted. The said item is included in our business of the day for deliberation. Next item.
Now proceed to the business of the day. Under second reading, we have the amendments to our code on sanitation.
Councilor Silvia.
Mr. Chair, may I again request for a deferment of the reading of the sanitation code? Still in the process of incorporating the suggested revisions pursuant to the suggestions and comments of the provincial legal officer.
How many weeks would you?
For another 3 weeks again, if it's possible. Thank you.
Councilor Silvia would like to defer the second reading of the code to our next regular session 3 weeks from now. So ordered.
The next item is the resolution approving the 1,000 peso increase of the monthly reimbursements of telephone mobile expenses of the Sangguniang Panlungsod members, department heads, and assistant department heads starting January 2020 to wit, Sangguniang Panlungsod members and department heads 4,000 pesos per person and assistant department heads 3,000 per person.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, if there are no more objections or comments on the matter, I move for the adoption of the proposed resolution.
Must be moved by Councilor Cirilo Ladok, duly seconded by all. Any objection? No objection. Duly seconded by all for the adoption of the said resolution. The resolution is adopted.
The next item is the resolution approving adopting the Peace and Order and Public Safety Plan for calendar year 2020 to 2022 of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan.
Councilor Roberta Sandegrabo is recognized.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I move for the adoption of the said resolution.
It's been moved by Councilor Verna Sandegrabo, seconded by Councilor Ladok for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Resolution declaring valid and operative as a whole the 47 barangay budgets submitted for review to the August body.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I move for the adoption of the proposed resolution declaring valid and operative the budgets mentioned in the committee report.
Let's be moved by Councilor Cirilo Ladok and seconded by Councilor Boling, Councilor Labago, Councilor Abubakay, Councilor Ganoy, Councilor Abubakay, Councilor Sigundera for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Resolution approving the partial list of specific projects funded out of the 20% development fund amounting to 8 million pesos of the City of Alaminos for calendar year 2020.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, if there are no more objections on the matter, I move for its adoption.
It's been moved by Councilor Ladok, seconded by Councilor Apple Bakay, Councilor De Leon, Councilor Sison for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Resolution authorizing City Mayor Arbay Celeste to enter into a memorandum of agreement by and between the local government unit, Alaminos City, and the barangay Sikatuna Village, shaded by Punong Barangay Anabella Ay Curacho, for the donation of equipment and other consumable materials to be used in rod making projects.
Councilor Sison. Ay, cooperative, like ba ito? SWD, Social Welfare, Councilor Sison. Ay, okay, Councilor Ganoy, livelihood.
Mr. Chair, I move for the approval of the said resolution.
It's been moved by Councilor Providennoy, calling Councilor De Leon, Councilor Bernal Labago, Councilor Carol Sison, and Councilor Apple Bakay for the approval of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
We proceed to the third and final reading of the proposed ordinance, an ordinance adopting Republic Act Number 1148, cited as the Kalusugan at Nutrition ng Magnanay Act, otherwise known as an act scaling up the national and local health and nutrition programs through a strengthened integrated strategy for maternal, neonatal, child health and nutrition in the first 1,000 days of life, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes.
Councilor Apandakan.
If there are no more question regarding this ordinance, I move for the approval.
Let's be moved by Councilor Apandakan, duly seconded by Councilor De Leon, Councilor Capaco, Councilor Secretary, and Councilor Sison, for the enactment of the said ordinance. Any objection? Amendment, discussion, hearing none, the said ordinance is hereby enacted.
Announcement, reminders. Our belated birthday greetings to our Honorable City Vice Mayor Jose Antonio Miguel Y. Perez, who celebrated his birthday last January 24, 2020.
Thank you very much. Okay,
And
next, Councilor Apandakan.
Ikaw, babatid ka na. After, babatid ka rin.
Aye, sure. So, with the pleasure of the body, can we discuss another item on the unassigned business? Any objection? None, hearing none. Councilor Apandakan, you are recognized.
Kasi nung pumunta tayo kay Vice Governor, wala si Councilor Sobel. Pero sinabi ni Vice Governor na gagawa daw tayo ng request, resolution from Sangguniang na magbibigay siya ng mga equipments para sa mga farmers and cooperatives sa Alaminos City. So, yun, gagawa tayo ng resolution dito sa Sangguniang na para lahat na centralized na. Kung anong ibibigay niya sa isang cooperative, organization, pari-parihas na niya under your committee, Councilor Group.
On agriculture.
Agriculture and cooperative.
Okay. Ano po yung gusto natin i-request?
Ang sinabi niya,
Sprayer,
sprayer,
jetmatic. Okay.
Water pump.
water pump.
So, request tayo ng ilang water pump? 39. Ano ba?
Hindi, damihan lang daw. Damihan lang.
O, yung sprayer, times 3. Yung jetmatic, times 3 din. Yung water pump,
Cascader.
Kasi kung ano lang daw yung ma-approve, at least, na maximize yung request na.
So, tig-tatlo, pati water pump.
Pati cascader.
So, per barangay, 3 grass cutter, 3 water pump, 3
Sprayer.
sprayer, ilang makina, pump, water pump. Isa lang. Isang tingin na yun.
Kasi damihan natin ilang ano eh.
Tatawaran naman yung gold po, di babawasan nila. Babawasan nila.
Kasi kung i-base natin doon sa cooperative, ilan ba yung cooperative sa Alaminos City? And ilan ba yung Farmers Association na legit? Na talagang ano sila?
So, we estimate 39 times 3, 100, 117. So, Councilor from Illinois would like to sponsor a resolution. I would like to author a resolution. Resolution requesting Honorable Vice Governor Mark Lambino to allocate, to appropriate funds for the purchase of 100 farm equipment, 117 sprayers, 117 jetmatic, 117
Pumps. Water pumps.
water pumps, and 117 grass cutter. Una natin isang daan lang. Yun.
And Mr. Chairman, yung request na para sa mga school by other Vice Governor, sinabi ko kasi basta ito lang, pero baka pwedeng i-maximize na rin yung 50 last year's per each school. school, public school, and music.
So, ilan yun? 48?
44.
So, unahin mo yung resolution kay Councilor
Last
Lanoy.
time kasi na-approve na yun sa akin, pero hindi pa lumalabas yung resolution ko. Kaya, kaya hindi ko pa rin na pero papapiliin ko lang
Approve na dito?
Hindi, na-approve na, pero yung sinabi ko kasi na 25 lang.
Ay, hindi.
Nakapili. Na-approve na. Pero hindi pa lumabas yung resolution.
Sige, doon na tayo kay Councilor Problem. Okay na yan, wala na ano. So, in the motion of Councilor Problem Lanoy, any second? Second by Councilor Doc, Councilor Secretary, Councilor De Leon, and Councilor Season for the approval. For the adoption of the said resolution requesting the Vice Governor. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. And then, gawa na tayo sa mga resolution, tapos muna ipasa yung isa.
Sir, makaplot ko po
117 kasi 39 times 3 eh.
Sa nila kung masyado marami, ano kaya naman nila siguro eh.
Isa lang muna. Halimbawa, sprayer lang muna yung i-sprayer muna. Natin isa pa yung grass cutter. Sige.
Mukhang parang laki na niya.
Tatlong grass cutter lang muna or sprayer.
Isang grass cutter.
Kasi sabi, lagay na daw lahat eh.
Minsanan yung 39 barangay.
National fund.
Minsanan yung 39 barangay.
National
Pinsanan na yung pinsanan na
Oo.
Kasi sabi
Siya na,
niya,
Minsanan yung malaki. Minsanan niya, pero yung sabihin, yung 39 barangay, kung sprayer.
Pero, ganun sinabi rin kasi ni Vice.
Kung grass cutter, grass cutter yung
Sige, ano lang, itinan lang natin kung anong mas maganda. Pero yun na muna for now. Yun na muna sa dun sa kay Councilor, yung proposal ninyo, Council, yung gawing 50 yung 25, do we create another resolution and then just omit the first one? O napasa na yun? Napasa na natin last session.
regarding
Monoblock?
monoblock shares para sa mga schools, different schools na
Wala pa.
Napasa na.
na-approve na namin last time, di ba? Pinag-order na po sa
Na-approve niya daw yung session.
Nakakako eh, hindi natin na-discuss eh, kung muli. Baka nakalimutan natin. Sa Message of the Day. Hindi, wala.
Okay.
Baka nakalimutan natin sa Message of
Okay,
the Day.
so in our previous agenda, there was a resolution requesting Vice Governor Mark Lambino to allocate funds for the purchase of monoblock chairs for the different schools in the city of Alaminos. From Councilor Abulbake would like to change from 25 to 50 per school. So ilan bang schools? 48? Kung 48, kasi 39 plus 8, 47. Alam ko 48 na. Kindly know the exact value, multiply by 50. So, yun yung request natin kay Vice Governor. So, any second to that? Second by Councilor Doc, Councilor Season. For the adoption of the said resolution, any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution requesting Vice Governor Mark Lambino to allocate funds for the purchase of 50 chairs, monoblock chairs, to all the schools in the city of Alaminos. Total na be approved. Council Dalia, isama na lang natin. Hindi, ang worry ko rin, baka masyadong malaki, baka 2 million din. Ang bala siya. Dapat gawin 500 na. 500. Any other items to discuss?
There's still one announcement,
Ano
sir.
po ba?
It is the invitation to the Freedom of Information Conference for local government units on February 21, 2020 in Baguio City. The venue will be announced later. Nire-request po yung presence ng Sangguniang Panlungsod member.
Sino nag-invite?
Invitation sa...
Any other announcements?
Mr. Chair.
Councilor Season?
Yes, this is regarding po dun sa PCL National Convention sa February 26 to 28. Nare-request po na or siguro i-encourage na mag-pre-reg po lahat kasi ang attendees doon, mga more or less, nasa mga 12 to 15,000 councilors. Kaya kung pwedeng mag-pre-reg tayo hanggang katapusan ng January, 15,000 po ang registration fee para makakuha rin po tayo ng magandang papel.
Saan to?
Sa Manila. Elections tsaka National Convention.
So, please coordinate with the Councilor Season sa mga gustong mag-participate sa seminar and elections ng ating Philippine Councilors League. Vice Governor Luz Valle, ikaw na.
So in addition po dun sa information ni Ma'am Carol, kasi nag-text sa akin ng PCL Pangasinan Office last night, and kung gusto niyo po ninyong ipaprocess, yung hindi na kayo mismo mag-process ng inyong pre-reg doon sa SMX Convention Center, pwede na lang po kayo mag-coordinate sa PCL Pangasinan at sila na po ang mag-coordinate, magpaparegister sa inyo. Until January 31 po.
Pwede ba kami maging guest? Mayor Brian? Pwede naman ako. Cebu? 18 na 2,000. Other announcements? My dear colleagues? Wala na? Kung wala na, habaan pa natin para tumagal ang... Ano ako din sa any motion? Sorry, any motion? Councilor... Rabago?
Yes, there are no matters to discuss. I move to adjournment of this session.
And I'll call this it's a motion of Councilor Bernard Rabago, seconded by Councilor Secretary for the adjournment of today's session. And I'll call this Sangguniang Panlungsod, the regular session for the fourth week of January adjournment.